Welcome to a nightmarish recording session. Welcome back to Ocarina of Time Masterpiece, and yeah, you'll notice there's a bunch of things differently. So the thing is, my Wii U just kind of like ended up, I don't know, but the virtual Wii or like the Wii, I guess in custom firmware terms it's called, but just the Wii the old or like the regular Wii side of the Wii U now just won't load up, and if I try to load it up it will just power off the console. Now, thank goodness I am able to record this game. At some point I would have actually just had to get an emulator going and input my save data once I'd end up finding it. But what I am doing instead is recording for a very weird setup with my old capture card, my Roxio GameCap HD Pro, and now you'll notice that the audio is, well, the game audio is very much not synced up with the capture, I can definitely say, as I just did a test. And that is because unless I record for the Roxio recording, so it, oh my god, what the hell? What the? I don't know, maybe that is normal. I don't know. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Anyway, this is all gonna be such a... Hold on, let me see what happens. Alright, so that is the door to go through. Anyway. But yeah, anyway, so my Wii U... Oh, by the way, just as an FYI, while I'm talking through this, we're now going to the future to play as now adult Link, and we're gonna have a bunch of cutscenes that I have to skip, so I'll be just talking about what's been going on lately with my whole setup now for this game and other games. Yeah, that stuff just, yeah, Texas are just absolutely like not synced up. Oh god, it's gonna be a nightmare. Anyway, but what does it say? My Wii U is like busted. I tried to do things with it. I tried restoring a old like backup, which I was very happy that I had. And the whole thing about that is though, I actually can't do that really because my gamepad for my Wii U I haven't used it in a while, and I guess for some reason, just like it's old or like the buttons aren't working. Only a couple of the buttons work on the gamepad now. The touchscreen still works, but the touchscreen's not really useful when going through the homebrew menu and trying to restore a NAND backup, which is just basically like important like backup or something. But they always recommend or always say that you absolutely must do in case of a brick. Anyway, but yeah, so I had a backup of that, but I can't actually restore it or do anything with either of these two programs. One's called one's called Decaffeinator, and one's called Virtual Wii or VWii NAND Restorer, and it will basically put and I could basically use that to restore um, software or like operating systems, whatever I would need to actually, that would probably most likely fix the situation. I saw people saying it didn't work for them, but I figured I'd have more experience. I don't know, a lot of people, this stuff can be a little bit hard to understand. I didn't search up why am I, why, like I ended up searching out because I thought there was an issue with the program or something, or like the application that for some reason just I wasn't allowing me to use the touchscreen or even any of the A buttons or B buttons to like use the program. But it's absolutely my gamepad because I don't know how I didn't notice it probably because I was navigating on the menus with the touchscreen, and now yeah, so it's at a point. What is it? I can't load any of those programs or proceed in any of those programs to do an end backup. unless I have a fixed gamepad with the buttons working. Now I have found a um, a mail-in service for that should so far on their website there's nothing saying that they don't do Wii U repairs anymore, and they cover a lot of the stuff on there, and also say that they cover other stuff not listed on there. And but the thing is, I tried calling them twice today, and then I sent them an email, and then I remembered, oh crap, it's Good Friday, which and yeah, that means I think it is now a 4-day weekend or a 4-day holiday. Because I think Easter Monday is also a thing. I don't know. But unfortunately, that means will I make a response to the weekend? I don't know. Depends if they work during it or if they will actually like answer support queries on weekends. But it's even looking that I'm gonna be stuck with waiting for an answer until either this coming Monday or this coming Tuesday, which is like 3 or 4 days wait. And but yeah, I have got the game working. I've got the save data going, and I've got my Roxio GameCap HD Pro going, just without the game capture audio. But the way I'm doing it is because I have one or two, I believe I have the second one somewhere, but I have one which is the one I'm using right now. I have a already custom firmware and modded original Nintendo Wii. Not a Wii Mini, but it's a white one that has the GameCube controller and memory card ports at the top for like the lids, and also complete GameCube discs. Anyway, so I have that working on here, and all I had to do was just install the same GameCube like loading program called Nintendo, and then all I had to do was just put my games onto a USB storage, which I had one that I could easily clear off and not have to worry about space really at all. Especially since I couldn't put them on the SD card, because the one I have in this one is just a 2 GB one, and so yeah, that's how old that is. That's from like a console, or like, I don't know, it's just from something back then before I started actually buying bigger storage things. Anyway, but the whole thing is with the audio issue with the Roxio GameCap HD Pro not working OBS, but absolutely working in the actual Roxio recording software, is that I have 3 solutions to that. I actually have 4. One, I either get myself actually like going, actually try and get myself to work with like recording like to 2 separate sources, meaning a video source and a audio source, and I have to learn how to sync up my commentary and video, which I don't want to do because OBS is just so simple, and I only have to do that if I ever have to. But at this point, it's just like I could do this, play it with the TV, and either way, it'll probably like still come out a bit synced. I mean, a bit desynced, but anyway, I know the audio is going to be desynced in this, and you probably won't be able to hear it. I'm sure you'll be able to hear my fans, my computer fan and my other 2 fans going. But now that the game audio is not as loud, and I don't know if you can hear the game audio for as well. But yeah, I can definitely say Link drawing his sword is definitely going to be quite desynced. But as I said, I'm just working with what I can, and just also because I'd like to record, because this is I've been very much looking forward to this session, because this shall be a very fun one. Alright, so that's one of the things I could do. The second one of those things that I could do is buy a double-ended, or sorry, component to component cable, meaning it's double-ended component, because I'm using a regular Nintendo Wii, so there's no HDMI port on it. But the thing is, I have the HDMI. I mean, the component cable is plugged in into the input for Nintendo Wii, but then I have it coming out into the TV and therefore going on to capture through a HDMI cable. Now, this is most likely why there's no audio showing up here, because it's not like it's not past. I don't think this has like what my AVGA XR1 Pro has, where it has pass through. Or I don't think it. I don't even know if what it is pass through. But what is it? This capture card very much clearly does not have the ability to like go in component and come out HDMI with sound and video. Oh yeah, you see the texture's screwed up. I don't know, I think this is just because of it being on the Wii version instead of the Wii U version. I don't know. Maybe it's because I copied up a save data from another file, and then maybe it's just like weird layering happened or something. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna have to get used to strange things like that. Now, so what I'm in here is because this is a pretty decent place to get rupees. Less jars, of course, but as you can see, that one just dropped a red rupee. I don't know if you get the same amount of rupees, but that red one really makes me think you do. I don't know if you get the blue one here. Well, the point is, I need as much rupees as I can get. Now, before I get back to that, or maybe I'll just stop and just talk with the game since the cutscene's already over now. As you can see in the bottom left corner, when I last left the video off, you have noticed that I could only hold up to a max of 200 rupees. So what I have done off screen, because I was doing some stuff in preparation for recording, and then ended up feeling like I wasn't really feeling like recording that time, and I thought like, well, I just started out the game, I'm already in Kakiri Forest, why don't I go to the Deku Tree and go and get the missing like 1 or 2 Skulltulas and the red, the purple rupee, so the 50 rupees out of the chest there, and like then just see how I go about getting stuff off screen. I also remembered that after I finished the video and ended the session, I kind of just went to bed, kind of laid down, was about to go to sleep, and then remembered, crap, I didn't get Din's Fire recording. So as you'll see in my menu here, I do have Din's Fire. Some other things I got, but as I said, I got God's Skatulas. I got up to, I have 30 now, and what I ended up doing is I went and did some soft soil places and using the bottle of bugs for them to dig out, and I also got some of the other gold spatula I couldn't get because in that area needing entrance to the exit out of Hyrule Field into Gerudo Canyon, because I didn't have Din's Fire, so I went back and got that. Now you also see well, actually I think I did that on screen as well. Oh god, that's Odie's very thin. I'm pretty sure this is just because of how this is being displayed. I think this is also because I forced widescreen to be on, so I don't know. Now you'll see there's still like some black bars on the capture, and I don't know what it is. Anyway. Alright, so anyway, yeah, what else I did, I ended up, alright, sorry, when I got those gold Skatulas, I ended up having a total of 30, like I do now. And by getting 30 gold Skatulas, I was able to get the Stone of Agony, which I have turn on a setting to enable, not the classic controller Pro itself that I'm using, but the Wii remote is connected to rumble, and what, um, and, and so now, like, if there's any secrets around, I should be able to hear a rumble from the Wii remote, and then I should be able to have a look and show us some secrets if I'm looking for something and need to find something. Anyway, but other than that, at 30 gold scatulas, I thought it was going to give you a piece of heart, but no, at 30 gold scatulas, they just give you the giant sword. So now I can hold on to 500 rupees. And while this is very much boring while I'm doing this, I just want to not waste as much time as I could be going in with low rupees, because going to the bet with Ingo and like trying to get a Epona could go very fast or very badly. It could take it could take me the first go or the second try, or maybe even the third go. That would be fine. But it could also take me a lot longer, and I need a lot of rupees for that. So I'm thinking at this point I might just stop it and head there soon because I'm at 400. Anyway, but yeah, so I am able to carry out to 500 rupees now. I would have done that on screen, but I figured it would just be, the recording session would have only entailed, or just included me doing just that, then ending. So I figured while I'm a little bit not sleepy yet, or while I'm trying to get myself tired, one night, just go do that um, off screen, and then I can just say I did it. Also because it's a lot of me walking back and forth, and yeah, anyway. But yes, anyway, so, and that would also mean that I could just start the next recording session. That would mean that this recording session back in being the next, it, it would mean that I could just do all the future segment now. Uh, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I'd like to do this. Especially now also that what I've gone through, like all the amount of tabs I've opened up on like 5 to like 10 times looking up something. I'm not talking about 5 to 10 tabs I've had open. I'm talking about 5 to 10 sessions or like bursts of having to search everything. Oh yeah, I believe that little glitch there is because, why is he Ocarina on this button? Hold on. Let me fix. There we go. I don't know why it's on that button. Anyway, but oh, it's because I don't have. You know, what am I doing? I'm not playing the soccer time. Sorry, I've been practicing my Majora's Mask. So for when I get to that, which is definitely going to take some time, but I just wanted to refresh myself because I haven't played that game in a very long time. No, anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. The point is, this is gonna take probably quite a decent bit of tries. And yeah, what I plan to do this session, I don't know if I'll actually start the what is it, Forest Temple, or if I'll actually beat it this session. But I plan to get the Bigoron sword before doing that. Now you can't just wait for the clock to run out, but I would actually like this. Hold on. God damn, I pressed it at the wrong time again. Alright, yeah, I could run out the clock, but I can also. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I don't know what's up with the graphics, with that like shadowy circular box having. I think that's because of the force widescreen or some sort of power setting that I have that I probably should have turned off. Anyway, but I guess I'll fix that for the next recording session. Yeah, I absolutely can. I think it's definitely the force widescreen, but I'll just probably have to turn off and also do a test to see if this stuff happens. because you can very much tell all the graphics or like Link and even Epona look especially like slim, or sorry, like skinny. So it's 50 rupees. I was thinking it's like 80 or 90 or maybe like 60. But we have to do this race twice, and unfortunately, this race gives you a lot of like, um, it gives you a lot of like, false hope for the second race, especially because you can see Ingo's like not really aggressive in this, but in this next race he's gonna be very aggressive. Now I've done this a lot, but I haven't done this in a long time, and it sucks because the last bunch of times I was actually doing this in bursts or goes, I was actually doing pretty good at it. Alright, yeah, this one's gonna be a challenge, and unfortunately, um, the whole thing though is just to stay close to the things though and not waste your carrots until you get to the very end of the track where like you just waste them or just use up all your carrots to get to the end of the track. Now because he's on the outside and he kind of just pushed me around there. See, now this is when I use my carrots because I have like 5. Obviously you want to do it around like the last leg of that corner. But alright, so I did do this on my first go, so that is fantastic. You know, I had to deal with all the issues going on and also me failing this. Anyway. Well, I don't remember what I was saying, but whatever. So now, as I said, I would like to do the Big Iron Sword training sequence in this. And what I shall be doing after that will be heading to the forest temple, and it's quite a long temple, so I don't know if I'll be if I'll actually be completing it tonight. I might. I don't know. Depends on how into this I am. Anyway. Alright, so first off, I'm gonna go to Kakariko Village. I'm gonna go to the graveyard, and because I'm looking at the caption now, and it's at least like it's at least 20 minutes. I'm gonna end this off and just make this one video where I've talked about all the issues. I'm just gonna contain that to one video, and also the opponent race and all like the cutscenes with the future, with like turning into adult Link and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do after, in the next one, is I'm going to get the hook shot, and then I'm going to do the first step of the Big Iron Sword training sequence, which is getting, which is going to the ice cavern and just getting a piece of blue fire. Now I actually could, well, actually I don't know, in Master Quest. Yeah, in Master Quest I may be able to. I know in Vanilla Ocarina of Time I absolutely can. Beat the ice cavern right now. But the game of going into the ice cavern right now, at this earlier point, is because I need to get some blue fire. Now, I will see you in the next video. Oh, that's right. But yes, as you can see, I think I actually set these up on camera. But yeah, see all these magic see all these magic beams in our planet? That's why. I put them in places for the Big Iron Sword trading sequence and also pieces of heart. I haven't put them in places for rubies. I haven't put them in one place where I can use the oh, I need to get the Scarecrow song as well. Alright, I'll have to remember to do that in the next video. I'll see you in the next one.